Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. We're back. Another episode of the Detour Live. We had our, well, let's call it a rest day, transfer day for Iffy. But you're back in Fast region, Johnny.
We are, mate. It's just a beautiful part of the world, and not far from Steve-O. We're going to catch up with the
The
sheriff
sheriff.
tomorrow. Yeah. We're going to head up. The race starts just out of San Sebastian. A run tomorrow. We've got a 2-hour drive to get there, but. No, it's sensational. We're in a most amazing little town called La Guardia, which is the heart of the wine area. Yep, there you go. That's Vazzy just showing you a little bit of the cellar at the at the hotel we're staying at. Absolutely amazing. We just had the most beautiful dinner, nicest people, and it's just 300 metres from the finish line. So not much travel today. It's been good, although we flew a fair way last night.
And here's your line.
Can't do 2 bad days in a row. Exactly the old story. Yeah, well, we had the airport motel at 11 o'clock last night, Balboa, but that definitely didn't make the ratings, I can tell you. Anyway.
You bounced back, but it looked like it was a great day of racing. We looked at we talked about the profile a couple of days ago, and it looked like it was a lumpy sort of stage, but Primoz Roglic, that's
beautiful
Primoz
stage. And you know what? I was guilty of doing something. I looked at it and went, it'll be a breakaway. But I didn't really analyse it properly as I should be, because when you looked at it, and I was
that's not like you, John.
Talking this morning to Mads, I said, a break won't go away today because there's too many people with strong riders. It's not going to be a sprinter because they're going to get spat. But the Elephant Leafs and the Ethan Hayters, those teams are going to chase it. There's going to be a very, very big group finish of the stronger riders, and that's exactly what happened. And it was a wonderful stage, actually, amazing. Especially the last 30K, which we drove, was just absolutely sensational. The most panoramic scenery, gnarly ups and downs, and the last 5K was just brilliant. Yeah, it was a great finale.
All right. Well, you got plenty of interviews to get through. Here's the first batch of riders that you caught up with before the start.
Callum Scottson. So we're getting into the real stuff. We're 3 days in Holland now. First day in Spain.
Yep. Holland. Was quite a different race to I think what we expect now. It was quite hectic and just sprint stages really. Now it's going to be a bit more unpredictable, hard finishes. Hot weather probably.
So your role as protector on the slight climbs, on the smaller climbs, and even into the bigger ones, comes into play a little bit today.
I guess so. We're probably going to have guys do a bit of a job earlier in the stage, and then some guys are going to be having to get over the final climb into the finish. So in the ideal world, I'll be one of the guys probably coming into the finish, position our leaders for that final run in.
So what do you reckon will happen today? Because the sprint teams aren't going to try and hold it because they're not going to be there at the finish.
Yeah.
And do Jumbo want to try and keep that yellow? Can't imagine them chasing too hard today. What do you think will happen?
We really actually don't know. We're going to have to see when we get out there. Because Jumbo have been sharing around the jersey. We're not sure if they want to hold on to it to let more people have it, or they want a breakaway to go. There's also some strong teams with like Ineos and Quickstep have some fast finishers that maybe want to bring it back. So, for us, we actually have to be prepared for any scenario.
All right, good luck today, mate.
Thanks.
Gene Bates, you've had the 3 easy days. Easier. Yeah. But how did the transfer go? A big transfer.
Look, first of all, we're happy to leave Holland safely. We saw plenty of crashes. Michael Woods exited the race earlier than he expected, and even Carapaz's having a little touchdown scare there. So we were happy to get out of Holland alive, so to speak. Transfer was fine. The guys hopped on a charter flight straight after the stage. They were in bed by 11:30 at night down in Spain. Yeah.
So today's an interesting one because it's hard to work out what's going to do. It's obviously too hard for the sprinters with couple of Cat 2s and that, but uphill finish as well, so not really suited to them. So they're not going to try and close the gap. Are Jumbo going to try and keep that yellow? Or red, I should
or red
say.
even, yeah, it'll be interesting. There are a few teams that I think will go after the stage. I mean, if Alaphilippe is moving well, it's perfect for him. A couple of guys in Bahrain, Boitrago, even Landers racing at home here. So you sort of want to take into account all those factors. I mean, Movistar are desperate for a win. I think having Valverde here going after stages is a great opportunity for him. So maybe not the sprinters, but some of those faster climbers, so to speak. Yeah.
Okay, so it should be a great day. Good luck, mate.
Cheers, thanks.
Okay, Jared Drisner's your first Grand Tour. How are you finding it, mate?
Yeah, I mean, the first couple of days in Holland were really nice, amazing crowds. A bit nervous in the bunch, haven't done that kind of racing all year because I've been out for so long, obviously. Normally it's what I like to do, but yeah, I found it a bit of a shock to the system, but it's nice to be in Spain now and ready to go with the boys.
Now tell us a little bit about your journey, because I googled you and everything, but not a lot comes up. I know you had a really bad crash at the UAE Tour early in the year, and you've come back well from that. You went well in Poland, so tell us a little bit about your journey.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time. I think it's been about 5.5 months until this point now, so a long road back, pretty traumatizing experience, if I'm honest, to begin with. But yeah, trying to forget about that now and move on, and just happy to be back racing. I mean, it's just amazing to be able to do a Grand Tour in my first year pro, but everything that's happened this year, I couldn't have dreamt of it, to be honest.
Now, with not having a GC rider here and no Caleb either, does it give you an opportunity to have a little bit of a go for yourself?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're a very, very versatile team. We lost our one GC rider in the first stage in Holland, Steph Kras, which is a big loss for us. But I mean, it opens the door for everyone a little bit more in the coming stages. So you never know. Hopefully I get my chance. Try and do my bit for the boys as well. That's my main objective.
Jay Vine, how's it been, mate? You've had 3 days up in Holland, a fair bit to do. Probably hasn't worked out exactly as you'd hoped.
Yeah. I mean, we were trying to go for sprints with Tim. I think, a couple more things go our way, and I think we've definitely got a couple of stage wins on our hands. I think the whole team rode really well and really committed to the results, but they just don't reflect of the effort we put in, unfortunately.
Now, another week before we're going to worry about sprint, but it's getting into your sort of territory for this week. So, how are you feeling for today?
Yeah, I think we've definitely got a team a lot more rounded than we have taken to past tours this year. So, we've definitely got the options in these sort of terrains. I'm probably not one of the favourites for today. I think it's probably going to come down to a bunch kick in a small group at the finish. But we've still got guys for that as well. I think Rob's really on fire today, and we've got guys like Gianni and Zandro as well. So yeah,
it's one of those in-between days, isn't it? It's not really hard enough for the real GC guys, but it's a little bit too hard for the pure sprinters.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if we had guys like Michael Matthews and Colbrelli in the peloton today, they'd both be definitely controlling it for today. But with Ineos, with Hayter, and Alaphilippe with Quickstep, they're really favoured for the stage, but they've also got GC ambitions. So do they want to use their energy? I mean, it could end up just being a Roglic day in the end. He's 1k punch is top class as well. So yeah.
Thanks, Joe. Good luck today, mate.
Cool. Thank you.
Hey mate, how are you?
Good, Joe. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, good, yeah.
Very good. Now we're into Spain, so it's getting a bit more interesting. Just trying to work out the tactics for today, because it's going to be a very different day. I mean, it's just a bit too hard for the sprinters, but it could. What do you think the tactics will be?
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty interesting stage, like you say. Maybe too hard for the pure sprinters, but for sure one for I don't know, maybe they're heavier, punchy guys, but yeah, we'll see. We've got Sam there if you can make it over the climb, but yeah, we've also got some other cards up the sleeve which we can play, so yeah, we'll look to see what we can do, and I think it should be a good stage anyway.
So if it goes that they don't let a break go, so it's teams like Quickstep and that, for Alaphilippe, keep it closing, and maybe Ineos as well, then it becomes a sprint finish you're going to have to be careful because it's you don't want to lose time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's still going to be a hard finish and probably super stressful after this second last climb. So, yeah, I think in the end it will still be a pretty hard day, and maybe the finish isn't like the hardest climb, but I think just with all the stress and the speed, I think it'll be pretty hard and pretty solid, and see what we can do.
Good luck today, mate.
Thanks, guys.
Today, you've had the 3 easy days. Today, it's into much harder territory. What do you think your role will be today?
I think like that second last climb is above my limit, so I think I'm going to do my work just before then. But that's going to be like super important to have the whole team of your climbers there, because I think it's just going to explode on that climb, 15k to go. So I'll try and place the guys there, I think. And then hopefully they can. We got like 1 or 2 kind of punchy guys for this 1 kilometre climb to the finish. Yeah.
Good luck, mate.
Thanks. Bye.
Great batch of interviews there. If you've got a few live comments that have come through. Andy Matthews says, "Good morning, guys. Nice rides by Ben O'Connor and Joe Hindley, and great interviews as usual." Jack Bartle says, "Good evening, guys. Great work with the pod as ever. It seems to get a great reaction of all the Aussie riders. Keep it up." And Simon Nolsey says, "Another awesome stage. Loving Iffy in his interviews." It's good to see that you got Miles Scotson's name right.
I did a special start to that just for you. Say how you.
I knew you'd bring it up. So let's show your zinger when you spoke to him.
So Miles Scotson, I got brought unstuck the other day. I actually called you Simon. I don't know if you ever noticed it, but Dan Jones did and exposed me on the Detour podcast. So apologies for that. I've only known you for 10 years, so apologies for that.
No worries.
There you go. All right, there's a few more interviews to get through before the start, including Sam Bennett. So here's the second part of your pre-race grubs.
Ryan, today's a really tricky day, isn't it? I mean, you won't get any help from the sprinters teams, but it could be the real, Alaphilippe, Roglic himself in the finale today.
Yeah, I think no sprinters will really be putting their hand up to say they're going to win today. Alaphilippe, I wouldn't be surprised if Remco tries to do a late attack on that final Cat 3 climb. It's short and steep. It's pretty quick to the finish other than that little kicker. It's going to be a difficult one. I think in an ideal world we can give the jersey away to a team that's not a threat on GC, but it's a little bit tricky to do that today, I think. So if Primoz can take the jersey and not give it to another GC rider, that's perfect also.
Good luck today, mate.
Thanks, mate.
There you are.
Hi.
Good, Harry. I was looking for the Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, I ran out in the wash. Right up. So, Luke Platt, we're into Spain now, and the bike race is getting serious, eh?
It is. The weather's beautiful. It's a bit more like Oz. But yeah, we've got the first serious day today, I reckon. And look, I think we've got a great chance at winning the stage. Might be our best chance for the whole tour. You never know. But yeah, we're going to give it a crack, and we back Ethan in today, I reckon.
It's one of those days, isn't it? It's too hard for the pure sprinters, and it's a bunch of guys like Alaphilippe and Ethan.
Yeah, exactly. I think on paper this is the perfect race for Ethan, perfect stage. Does suit a lot of other guys, like you said. Maybe the other guys protect GC a bit more, like the Alaphilippes, but yeah, look, we'll support Ethan fully today. At the same time, Carapaz has got a good kick too, so we know that us supporting Ethan's just helping Carapaz too. But yeah, we're really looking forward to it, and it should be a great day out.
So a little bit of time on the front today, mate.
I think so. I've got the skin suit on today and carved up last night, and I reckon I'm ready to push some win for the boys.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Colin O'Brien, we're going well. How about you, mate?
Oh, not too bad. I mean, finally made it to Spain. Enjoyed the first 3 days there in Holland, and yeah, looking forward to seeing what the Spanish countryside brings.
Now, you've raced at the top level. You've been world champion on the track, Olympic medalist on the track. This is your first Grand Tour. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I like to think I've had an awesome career so far as a young track rider, but yeah, I think this is another level, you know, the Grand Tours, and
just the length of time on the bike, 21 days, and the level of competition here. For me, it's super exciting, and I was pretty nervous coming in the week before the team time trial, but we got that out of the way, and I'm looking forward to the rest of this tour.
Well, you've proven that you can race with these guys. What you did in the classics early in the season was great. So there's opportunities for you down the track.
Yeah, I mean, I had a good classics, and I was definitely looking forward to those races, and for me, I guess they suit me quite well. This is another ball game, and for me, the physical, I guess, attributes I have point more towards the classics, but I'm here to find out what I can do, and with a great team like this, it's really exciting to have some opportunities to try and get some really good results with a few key guys here.
Good luck today, mate.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Sam Bennett, wow, 2 in a row, mate. It's pretty special, eh?
Yeah, quite nice. To come in and get the first 2, and then takes a bit of pressure off the team.
And quite nice. That sounds a little bit low. I always saw how excited you were. A bit more than quite nice.
Yeah, but us Irish have to always play it down. We can never come across as cocky or arrogant,
Danny's been doing a really good job in the last both days, but you've finished off super well.
Yeah, Danny's been amazing. The whole team has been amazing. And, Ryan and Fine and Jonas riding all day, and the boys, even the GC guys, where they just have to keep minding their legs, but they're still kind of helping me in positioning. So the whole team have been fantastic. But yeah, Danny has been incredible in the final few hundred meters.
You've got sort of a week with no sprint finale for you, really. But with the green on, you'll have those intermediate sprints to sort of chase down.
Yeah, so it'll always kind of chip away at your legs, So the last time I did it, it was only 10 days ago, and that was quite hard. Now we're near enough at 3 weeks ago, so it's going to be quite hard.
Good luck, thanks, mate.
Cheers, thank you.
All right, that's the pre-race interview batch. Did a good job there, Iffy. We're going to take a quick drinks break, and when we come back, we'll unpack what happened on stage 4, and you caught up with a few guys after the finish, so stay tuned.
Look at this bike. You think it's just a bike, right? But it's not. It's a bike 374 people are looking at. This guy, this girl, them, all looking at it. People from here, there, and wherever this is. People that are looking for a bike. Or just a piece of it. Amateurs, semi-amateurs, and pro-amateurs. This guy wants this bike, but with this crank and these bars. This could be the perfect match. But not this one. This girl has a bike to sell, and thousands of people might purchase it. Eyes on Bikes help grow small businesses. His, hers, yours, and the latest data and insights help those businesses keep moving. We are the world's #1 bike marketplace, with over 500,000 products and 900 brands, where buyers and sellers are brought together in a place where a bike is never just a bike. Bike Exchange, where the world buys, sells, learns, and rides.
Yeah, massive thanks again, Bike Exchange. Get over to bikeexchange.com.au. You need anything bike related, road bike, mountain bike, track bike, bike accessories. You'll get the best deal, and you'll be supporting local establishments wherever you are in the world, Iffy.
E-Bikes got a fantastic deal going at the moment on e-bikes. And yes, mate, I'm sitting here in Spain, and if I wanted a bike, I jump on bikeexchange.com.au, and I would find the nearest bike shop around here with exactly what I wanted for the best price.
I heard e-bikes outsold normal bikes or road bikes.
It's starting to happen.
I heard it has.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You heard it, mate.
Is that because people are getting lazier, do you reckon?
No, look, I think it's bringing a lot more people into cycling. I've watched it with couples where now husband and wife can go riding together. She has that, gets that little bit of extra oomph to get over the hills, but it's allowing guys to go out with groups that they couldn't normally stay with, but now they'll go out with them because they can just use a bit of power when they need it. It's a fantastic idea.
And not only that, pick up a few Strava records along the way.
There's always a cheat here and there.
So let's have a look at the. This was the stage results. This is the top 15. If he and as we said in a few of the comments, like Ben O'Connor, it was a solid ride by him. Simon Yates lost 7 seconds.
It split. He was it split. He was the first. He almost got he tried to get across the split in front of him, but he was just a bit too far back. But look, it was a brilliant stage. The last 40k, it was on, and I had this climb, double whammer. It was only called a Cat 3, but it was quite a good climb. About 15k to go, so it was all on there. Great descent. Evenepoel tried to do his split apart trick, didn't quite work. But and it all came back together, this large group coming into the final kilometre, and it was a real whack. One of those little medieval villages, stuck up the top of this hill, and it just went whack up to it. And it was a really, really good finale. But Roglic, I'll tell you, he looked very, very good. There's been doubts about, his form coming into this. Well, he just shot all them down for sure. He was strongest by far.
What I like about Primoz as well is he's bringing back the goatee. I haven't even seen a good goatee since like the 90s. But I saw our mates at the Lanterne Rouge. They did a podcast, and one of the titles was Alaphilippe flicked Remco. What do you think they meant by that? I didn't get a chance to go through it all, but
they're trying to invent something. I don't know. Alaphilippe did his great descent, but I think they're talking about because Alaphilippe had been off the front and Evenepoel did his great descent. I'm not sure what they're talking about. Those two guys work together. Evenepoel. Originally, Alaphilippe was going to be the one for the stage, but he wasn't quite up to it, and he said that. So maybe they thought that he was riding against.
Well, they actually analyse the race and do a fair bit of research, so they've probably seen something in it.
They might have seen something in it, but they have the actual gut feel that I have of it. I don't know.
Right. Okay. Here's the GC. Roglic has got a 13-second lead over his teammate Sepp Kuss, who's obviously there to support him. I
haven't done the research. I couldn't work out why I had time. They actually had time bonus today and not the other days. But anyway, I'll have to work.
Where's the wheel wizard? He's offline. Yeah. We need him to get on it.
We need him to tell me. Yes, exactly. Or read the book. The book's all in Spanish, so I have trouble translating it. But anyway.
No, you get the app, Google Translate, and you can scan over any menu and it'll translate it for you live.
If I keep listening to you, I'll actually know what I'm doing. I should listen more often, Dan. I know that.
Just give me a list of all your issues and I'll sort them out for you. All right, here's all your interviews post-race after stage 4.
How are you, mate? It looked a really tough day. Oh, very good ride in that last few kilometres from you.
No, it was definitely quick, short, hard day. Yeah. Pretty quick in the bunch, and then unrelenting terrain. So, yeah, it feels great to be back in Spain. Yeah. Just loving it.
Yeah. And the tactics for the day was just a normal day for you, or a lot of work?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to have Caden at the finish, but that last climb, I guess, proved just a little bit too hard, and then fast day, and then the heat was definitely made for a difficult re-entry to Spain. But yeah, I mean, I personally had good legs today, and kind of enjoyed bopping around at the front over the top of the last climb, and then trying to see what I could do in the sprint. Wasn't really the plan from the start, but yeah, the legs just kind of ran out with about 150 meters to go, and then big explosion. I think there was probably left a big crater there on the final climb.
Top ride, mate. Well done, mate.
It was one of those finishes.
A good ride, mate. I saw you right up there most of the day. You were right at your limit. I could see that.
Well, to start it, eh? Oh, mate, that was... I kept asking the guys in the race, I was like, do I have bad legs today, or is this pretty hard? And a lot of people said it was hard, but yeah, that was a proper hard day. Yeah, we gave it a crack with Ethan. He got super close. Unfortunately, I just didn't have the legs to be able to do much else. But yeah, look, we got close, and we'll keep trying.
Well done, mate.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
It was well played by him today, winning the sprint up a summit finisher ahead of Mads Pedersen. You did a lot of muscle work to set that up today. Can you be proud?
Yeah, I think it's we didn't have the ambition coming into the stage to necessarily win the stage. I think we're also happy to give the red jersey away, but just the way the stage worked out, it was a super hard day, super fast, and then the opportunity presented itself, and once Primoz has a sniff of the finish line, then I think it's hard to tell him not to go for it.
And now you're going to have a lot of work cut out for you because, of course, he's got the red jersey, so he wants to win that 4th title. I don't suppose you give it up. You just hold it until Madrid.
That's they're questions above my pay grade. I mean, obviously the goal is to have the red jersey in Madrid, so how we get from here to there is not my job to work out, but I think we've started the race really well, and let's hope we can keep the momentum going all the way to Madrid.
Well, your job is that domestique work, and you're proving so well to Dauphiné. How good is it to get the call here for a Grand Tour for Primoz to try to ride for the trophy, the winner's trophy?
Yeah, obviously it was disappointing for Kun to miss out due to an injury, but I really grateful to have the opportunity to come and race the Vuelta with such a strong team. So I'm really enjoying it here, and it's been an awesome 4 or 5 days for us now. So as I said, let's just keep the momentum going all the way to Madrid.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Chris, I'll just jump in on the end of that. Thanks, bud. Top line today, mate. You really did a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do much work. I just sort of helped a little bit in the final there. We had Mike obviously controlling all day with the Bora guys, and then up to us last guys to sort of keep Primoz out of trouble in the final there, and so he could go for the win. And when you keep a guy like Primoz out of trouble, most of the time he gets a win for you.
Well, that's what I really mean. That last 20k is when you really, and that's where it was at its toughest. And you're obviously feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I think, I thought the whole day was really tough. It was super fast. The break never got much breathing room with Bora riding as well, and Quickstep for a little bit. So, I think actually coming into the last 20k, everyone was feeling the legs a bit. So, as I said, it's just keeping Primoz out of trouble. And once we got to the stage where we knew we were going for the stage win, then Primoz was up for it, and up to us to get him there.
It's not a bad team when we're 5 days in. You've had the lead. Now tomorrow will be 5 days in red with a different person every day.
Yeah, I think now, what are we? Half the team in red. So it's a pretty nice way to start the race, and just keep going from here.
Yeah, some great interviews there, Effie. Good to hear from Chris Harper. As you said, did a great job, and team, geez, they're absolutely firing on all cylinders.
Exactly. I really do think they're ready to let it go, though. To me, the only way Primoz has shown how good he is. We know what a class act he is, but there's a doubt on his actual all-round fitness. So I think he needs to sort of just settle back in. He doesn't want to spend the team keeping that red jersey for the next 3 weeks. I'm sure he's going to be happy to let it go.
Righto. You've heard it first from the man who knows. Let's have a look at Stage 5 profile. This one, I like the fact that they've got circuits at the end there. I love the idea of circuit racing. I think they should do more across the board, because it just gives people an opportunity to settle in, see the riders come past multiple times. We know it works in the past, but obviously they don't do that. Why is that? Logistics, and give other towns a chance to have the race go by, Effie?
Yeah, it's a bit of that. I mean, when you're having, with the Tour de France and a Giro and a Vuelta, they're big countries and they want to get a lot in. So if they have small circuits around towns, they wouldn't be able to encompass the whole country as much as they'd like. So I think that's one of the reasons why traditionally there've been 200 kilometres there to there. They're now starting to realise that's too far. Let's cut it back to about 180, 170. Works better racing, and every now and again whack a circuit in near the end, which is great. Absolutely brilliant.
So who's your predictions for Stage 5?
Look, I think it's going to be a similar day, unless Jumbo really happy to let it go. But there's too many teams here with really good, strong riders, like Ineos with Hayder, and with Sivakov as well. You've got Mads Pedersen. Geez,
solid.
For a second, three stages in a row he's run second, and very different in super fast sprints, running second to Big Sam, and then running second in a really tough uphill finish to Roglic. Now he's got it there. So this is a day for Mads Pedersen, and he's my pick.
Righto. Anything else you want to add before we wrap things up, Johnny? Who are you going to go after tomorrow at the pre-race?
Yeah, we're going to spread it around a bit. Why
don't you get one with Remco?
Well,
Ask him how he's going.
I am going to get Remco. I'm just picking the right time. I'm going to get also Chris Froome over the next couple of days. I'm just working on the right time and when they're around. I've got to want to catch Froome first. Have a bit of a how you going, mate? Tell him I'm here, and so I want to speak the next couple of days. He'd be great. And we'll get a couple of I'll get Harry Sweeney, who I haven't spoken to yet.
You need to track down the photo of you and Froome when you did the promo for the Sun Tour and you split your pants.
Yes, when the lefty was hanging out. Yes. Well, I'll tell you who I'm going to speak to tomorrow, because at that same tour, there's a famous story of we're on Jerry's famous boat, parked in Geelong, we're all jumping off the boat, and Danny Van Poppel lost the necklace, the family heirloom with his parents' wedding ring on it and everything, and ended up sending one of Vazzy's mates diver down, and after an hour of scuba dive down there, he found it in among, I don't know how, and we presented it to him, and he won the first stage of the Sun Tour and presented it. So we'll get him and regurgitate that story.
Yeah, why not? That's good. They're good angles.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, his lead-outs have been super, super impressive.
No, he's been real solid. Thanks again for all the support. Keep supporting the show, youtube.com/Detour Podcast. Keep supporting Bike Exchange. Get over to bikeexchange.com.au. And we'll be back again at 6:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for the rest of the Vuelta. Great job to you and Vazzy, Iffy, and keep getting the scoops, mate.
All good. Having a ball, mate. Having a ball.
All right. We'll see you again tomorrow, guys. Have a good one. Cheers.